Welcome to the Martial Poetry Series applications video for episodes 41 through 45. So first we have cover body palm. So my opponent here is going to punch me in the face, and I'm going to try to attack. Now normally this would be like the green dragon stretches his claws, and my intent is to smash him in the face while walking around and to do stuff like that. But in this scenario where we're using cover body palm, I fail. So I go to smash him, but I miss. And now he's making his way towards my back. So this is problematic for me, as you probably can tell. So this movement is a rescue movement that's meant to be in between one movement that failed and the next movement that will hopefully succeed. So as I try to smash it, I fail, and he's moving behind me, right? Immediately, just move so they can see what I'm doing here, right? So my hand that was attacking goes to defend the back of my neck and my head, and this other hand goes to defend my kidneys, because those are the most vulnerable areas on the back that you have to watch out for getting struck, because you don't want your kidneys ruptured and you don't want light doubts be hitting you like that. So as I fail, right, immediately I enter the cover body palm, and then I continue from there. So that's the movement. We'll go one slow and then one fast. And fast. Right? So that's the basic idea. It doesn't matter necessarily what you do after that. You can do infinity different applications from cover body palm, but the idea is just basically protect yourself, try and get to a position where you can fight your opponent again. Because the idea again, right, he made it past my guard. As he's moving this way, I would be moving this way, and it's like trying to play catch up. So instead you meet them halfway by spinning the other direction. Because now I'm right back where I need to be. Cool. So that's cover body palm. Next is smash the cups, and the big reason for why we have the mats out today. So let's scooch this a little bit over on camera. All right. So smash the cups is this movement here, and I like to interpret that as a double leg takedown. Right? Ready?
Yeah.
So that's the movement. You throw their arms out of the way, you go for their legs, and smash them. You go for the legs, and the key here is grab underneath here, and then shoulder check them at the same time. And if you want to take the form super literally, you can use it as a headbutt takedown too, which makes it even cooler. So you can throw their arms out of the way, boom. Give a nice headbutt on the way down. Cool. All right, next is dragon stepping. So this movement here, where we have this esoteric movement of the stepping. So the idea of Xinyiliuhe as an art is very much like Xingyiquan. It's very much on this line, and I would prefer to stay on that line. At the most, if he attacks, I might come off the line just to create the line in this direction, right? So in the best perfect world, I'll just go straight, or I might come off to the side and make a new line. Dragon stepping, like cover body palm, is a, oh crap, this opponent is better than I think he is. So it's the idea like if we had a Bagua guy who likes to constantly walk circles around you, dragon stepping is to catch people like this. Because the idea is I might go off here, now he's making his way towards my back, right? Okay, well, dragon stepping is to pivot. So it's your pivot in motion. So now if he punches and then goes towards my back right away, right, I follow him. That's the idea. You're trying to catch a wily opponent. So this first one, right, as he goes towards my back, I follow him, but maybe he changes directions and goes that way. I make my new line this way. So it's just, he's going this way, I follow. He's going that way, I follow. No matter where you get. It's all about follow and create that line. As for the hand movement itself, well, nothing needs to be mentioned there. Pretty self-explanatory. All right, Now, Fair Lady Works the Shuttles from Yang Style Taiji. In the video, I talked about the femininity about the movement and how a lot of martial arts tend to go in this wrong direction of I just need to be better and stronger than my opponent. Doesn't mean you can't work out or be strong, but it's the idea of martial arts as supposed to be like an equalizer of sorts. It's so that weak can fight against the strong. It's like giving a gun to someone who's untrained, right? You're trying to equalize. So it's not about overpowering my opponent, because there's always someone stronger. So instead of trying to overpower and try to push through, this might be instead, right, working towards an angle here. Because here right now, based on my footwork here, and this direction here, and then the attack here, I can take advantage of the positioning rather than strength. So we recreate that. Here, as my arm rotates outwards, you can see the effect it has on the spine. And then as I shift forwards, you can see exactly what's happening here. And then I can use this to strike his rib cage or push him if I want to trip him over and then run away perhaps. But it's the idea of, again, not being overly assertive, not trying to force this situation, but taking advantage of the situation, using their own energy against them. Because as you see in this example, right, I didn't fight him, I directed him. His energy was going this way, and I just turned it slightly sideways, and I let it keep going. And I let it put me into a good position here. So that's the idea. Next, we have Conceal the Celestial Pillar. So the idea with this one, like I said in the video, is it's Sun Wukong's magic pillar staff that he got from the Dragon Lord. So it's his mighty staff, and he's sticking it behind his ear like in the folk legends. Now, the actual application of it, pretty straightforward. Block and strike. He attacks, right? I block this across, I let this strike, and I throw this over top just for good measure. And well, we're already here. Why not add something more to it? So that's the idea. The application is somewhat simple. So one more time, right? Elbow him and smash his face. And I mean, if this is in his face, he won't see this come as much. So yeah, that's the idea. See you in the next episode.